One damn it. Is this how the days of providing food and accommodation are over? Warmly celebrate the official start of the Snow Leopard Reintroduction Program. A row of large yellow characters in a red banner hanging on the white wall of the Lingchuan Snow Leopard Rescue, Breeding and Conservation Center is particularly conspicuous. One look at it, and you can tell that the entire rescue center is very concerned about celebrating this event. After all, the entire conservation center is so big, it is not easy to put up banners everywhere. Today is a good day for you to be released, Datu. Are you happy? The director with gray hair and a pair of toad glasses stood in front of the railing and said with a smile, "Do you think I'm happy?" Hearing this, a snow leopard inside the iron railing turned its head. His head is somewhat rounded and fleshy, which is obviously different from the thin face of ordinary snow leopards. His name is Ling Chong, a 28-month-old snow leopard baby born in the Lingchuan Snow Leopard Rescue, Breeding and Protection Center. Once a human, but now a snow leopard. When he transformed from a human into a snow leopard, Ling Chong was a little confused. After all, it is really uncomfortable to turn flexible fingers into claws, and it is also uncomfortable to stand and bend down. Especially walking on all fours and legs at the same time made him feel weird, and he would often trip over his left foot and right foot, causing him to fall. But after 2 months, you slowly got used to it. He felt that there was nothing wrong with becoming a snow leopard. How great would it be to be able to sleep in every day and not have to go to school or work and have clothes to wear, food to eat, and hands to stretch out. And there's free medical assistance, which doesn't cost a penny. What's more important is that you don't have to worry about buying a house. Isn't this the life that everyone yearns for? He lives very happily in this environment. But recently he has encountered a big trouble. That is, his life of food and accommodation is coming to an end. Are you kidding me? He wants to eat from the public family. I don't want to go it alone. But it was clear that the staff at the conservation center were not going to do what he wanted. Just as the old director was talking, someone came in carrying an iron cage. The leader is Li Xianzhong, whom Ling Chong is most familiar with. He is the longest-serving employee of the Lingchuan Snow Leopard Rescue, Breeding and Conservation Center. He likes to wrestle with him and has a tiger tattooed on his body. But as people reach middle age, this tiger has become a fat tiger. I heard that before coming to the Lingchuan Snow Leopard Rescue, Breeding and Conservation Center, he seemed to be a wrestler with a record of defeating 100 opponents. Behind him was the driver Shang Qingqian, a new driver this year. His usual main task is to pull food for the entire protection center. There are also his breeder Lu Xiaoyan and another breeder Lu Mengting. Come in obediently, Datu. Lu Xiaoyan opened the iron cage and said, "The time is up, we should leave." No, the time has not come yet. After hearing this, Ling Chong took a few steps back and looked at the artificial wooden frames around him. He jumped up and climbed up the black rockery, staring at the few people closely. It is impossible for Mr. Bao to just leave this place where food and accommodation are provided. You can send whomever you like. It's impossible for Mr. Bao to go anyway. Mr. Bao is the champion of skinning rabbits and playing for ball at the Lingchuan Snow Leopard Rescue, Breeding and Conservation Center for 2 consecutive years. He has also been on the cover of National Geographic and made great contributions to the Lingchuan Snow Leopard Rescue, Breeding and Conservation Center in applying for local assistance. You can't burn bridges. The organization needs me. The Lingchuan Snow Leopard Rescue, Breeding and Conservation Center cannot leave Master Bao. Just like soy milk is inseparable from fried dough sticks, French fries are inseparable from ketchup. The rescue center is not perfect without Mr. Bao. It seems that it is impossible to get the two to come down obediently. Li Xianzhong shook his head helplessly after seeing the scene. As expected, it is impossible for the two to come in consciously. We still have to use some means. Aegon, let's do it. There's no time to drag it out any longer. Li Xianzhong said to Shang Chengqian on the side. Okay, Brother Li. Hearing this, the thin Shang Chengqian nodded. He immediately rushed toward Zero with a long pole in his net bag. Ling Chong saw jump from the rockery to the ground and dodged it, not forgetting to give Shang Chengqian a look of disdain. Are you kidding me? Want to catch him with this fishing tool? He is not an ordinary snow leopard, and it is not so easy to catch him. Young people still need to exercise more. Whoosh. Just when Ling Chong was complaining in his heart, Shang Chengqian waved his net bag again. Seeing this, Ling Chong jumped to avoid the net bag and ran towards the large black water pipe connecting the room 2 meters away. You guys, please take your time and play in the cage area. I'll go to the sleeping area first. When you come again, I will go back. After playing hide and seek with you a few more times, the time has passed, and today will be over. With this idea in mind, Ling Chong squatted down and slowly crawled down the water pipe to the end. The other side of the pipe was pitch black, and Ling Chong didn't pay much attention. After all, sleeping places have always looked like this. But when he got out, he realized something was wrong. This is not his room at all. It is so small and pitiful. Damn it, someone put a cage at the end of the pipe. What kind of bastard is so sinister? When he thought that he would be released when he entered the cage, Ling Chong quickly shrank and prepared to retreat. The cage door is not closed yet, so there is still a chance. He must get out of here immediately. Bang! Just as Ling Chong took 2 steps back, there was a sound of metal collision behind him. The wind picked up under the iron cage cover frightened him, and he immediately retracted his long tail. Brother Li is still very good. I know that Datu will definitely return to the rest area. Shang Qingqian's admiring voice came from the rest area. The 4 people who were originally in the activity area arrived at the rest area at some unknown time. The activity area is only that big. Snow leopards will run around when they encounter danger. And Dada's favorite place to run is the rest area. Fortunately, this time a big cage was specially built to accommodate this big guy. Otherwise, he would have discovered something was wrong as soon as his front feet came in. That's right. Big Head is busy thinking. Lu Mingting nodded and pulled back the black cloth covering the iron cage to reveal Ling Chong inside. Please let me out quickly. This is immoral. Ling Chong patted the iron cage and shouted, "Ow, ow, ow." It's really abominable that these guys use such despicable methods. Do you have the ability to have a one-on-one contest with Mr. Bao? As long as they could catch him one-on-one, he would go out with them honestly. What's the point of using such a shameful method? Okay, stop patting the big head. Lu Xiaoyan knelt down and comforted. It's time for us to leave. You are already a big snow leopard, and you have to learn to live alone. Who said I was a snow leopard? I am still a baby. How many people in the rescue center are older than me? Why are you sending me there? You are discriminating. I'm not convinced, and I want to apply for a snow leopard. Ling Chong patted the iron cage to get out, but the quality of the iron cage was really good. His 140-pound body hit the iron cage, and all he could hear was a clang sound. The entire cage showed no signs of deformation, and he tried to bite open the iron cage with his own teeth. But it turned out that his teeth could not stop biting. His teeth were almost shattered by the iron cage. In the end, he had no choice but to try to use his claws to pull the lock. But he didn't expect that the only lock was locked, leaving him no chance to open the door. No, you can't do it like this. Ling Chong, who retracted his claws, stared at Lu Xiaoyan pitifully with wide eyes, hoping to gain sympathy from the other party. But reality did not go as planned. Lu Xiaoyan stared at him without speaking, but turned her head slightly. Oh my God, Lord Leopard is dead? Seeing this scene, Ling Chong couldn't help being stunned. Even the super killer technique of selling cuteness is ineffective? Could it be that the breeder lady no longer loves him? Doesn't he just eat a little bit more than other snow leopards? Do you treat him like this? He is just a child. Why do you treat him like this? Don't their consciences hurt? Brotherly, it's time. Shang Chengqian looked at the gradually calming cage and said to Li Xianzhong, I see. Li Xianzhong nodded when he heard this and grabbed the cart with his hand, ready to push it. Wait a minute. Put this on Datu. Lu Xiaoyan took a small doll from the quilt nearby and stuffed it into the iron cage. Big head, this is your favorite toy. You won't have a sister to accompany you in the future. When you miss your sister, just look at the toys. Sister, I'll look for you when she has time, okay? No. Why don't you come to me instead? It's better to leave me here. Hearing this, Ling Chong, who had been in despair, once again regained his hope. He looked at Lu Xiaoyan helplessly, hoping that his breeder could say something for him. Change the snow leopards in the reintroduction program. Stop looking at my sister like that, Lu Xiaoyan said helplessly. My sister has nothing to do. Everything is planned. Sister can't change anything. What I can do is give you a gift. You know how to take care of yourself in the wild? Ah, are you just telling me this? After hearing this, Ling Chong knew that this was completely hopeless. If even the breeder lady doesn't stand up for him, who else will stand up for him?
Zan, zan, zan.
The cart carrying the iron cage moved along the cement road. The bright sunlight shining on the iron cage was so warm, but Ling Chong felt that the sky was so dim. The world is so unfair. Why would he be released into the wild if he was so handsome? How will you live in the future? Will he have to sleep between rocks in the future and worry about what to eat next? Everyone, do yourself a favor and lift the big head up. Okay. After pushing the cart to the door, Li Xianzhong asked other keepers to lift the iron cage onto the pickup truck. Then we plan to go to Lingue Plateau. The roads on the Lingue Plateau are not easy to navigate, so be careful. The principal reminded them as he looked at the people who were preparing to set off. Don't worry, Director. Li Xianzhong smiled and said, Aegon's driving skills are so good, nothing will happen to him. Yes, I will be careful. Shang Chengqian nodded after hearing this. Then you have to be careful and remember to put on the clothes in the car. The plateau is not as good as ours. It's very cold up there, the director reminded. The Lingue Plateau is more than 2,000 meters above sea level and is surrounded by mountains covered with snow all year round. If you don't wear more clothes, you will be so cold that you will shiver. We will do it, Director, don't worry, Li Xianzhong said. That's good. Go and come back early, the principal said. Okay, Li Xianzhong replied, and the car started. Under the gaze of the director, the pickup truck slowly left the rescue center. Hateful, I will come back one day. Ling Chong leaned against the iron cage and looked angrily at the rescue center getting further and further away. Don't think that just giving him away is enough. He will come back one day. Too damn it. Will you have to work hard for your livelihood from today on? A cold wind blew from the snow-capped peaks. Lying in the iron cage, Ling Chong felt the temperature around him and couldn't help but sneeze. Oh my God, where are we sending him? Just to prevent him from remembering the way back and running towards the highway? Are you really not planning to give him any way to survive? You can't be like this as a human being. How can you be so stubborn? No wonder people say that a cat's biggest enemy is a dog. He finally understands. Besides, they have been running nonstop for 4 hours, so they should take a break, right? After all, you should take a break after more than an hour. You have been driving for 4 hours while you are tired, okay? And you don't have to go to the toilet for 4 hours? Are kidneys made of iron? He thinks the traffic police should catch those who drive for 4 hours without taking a break. This seriously endangers the safety of other people. How could it be like this? He really takes life too seriously. Click, click. Just as Ling Chong was thinking this, the sound of tires rubbing against a yellow speed bump came from under the car. As soon as he heard this voice, Ling Chong immediately understood that he was either going to the service area or to the ramp. I just don't know whether to go to the service area or the ramp. Who told him to lean against the car and not be able to see clearly outside. Really, he's in a cage. They didn't give him a good seat either. They also chose a place for him to observe the worst surroundings. Bam! At this moment, the iron cage hit the carriage. Ling Chong felt that his cage was almost floating. This classmate Xiao Qian is too stupid. He doesn't slow down even when entering a corner? Are you trying to shake Mr. Bao's brains out? It's really bad enough. Aegon, slow down. The big cage has hit the car. Lu Xiaoyan heard the movement behind her and shouted. Dada didn't have any protection measures in the cage, but Aegon was still driving so fast on the curve. What if you hurt your head? Sorry, I'm used to shopping for goods. After hearing this, Shang Chunqian apologized while braking. Soon we arrived at the highway exit. Mianyang? Ling Chong, who noticed that the car had stopped slowly, felt a little dizzy when he looked at the big characters at the toll station. Did they run into that horny knot? He didn't see a single car along the way. How would he get back when the time came? Do you have to grab a mobile phone to navigate? But the problem is that today's mobile phones are all face unlocked. There's absolutely nothing he can do about it. Why would the protection center go to such great lengths to send him to such a faraway place? Would it be better to just put him back around the protection center? He can go back for a meal and visit from time to time. It's inconvenient for them to send it here. It's not convenient for me to come either. Boom, boom, boom. The engine roared again. With thoughts racing through his mind, Zero Chung noticed that the pickup truck had started up again and was heading up the snow-capped mountain peaks. If you wear slippers to eat popsicles at the conservation center, you have to wear a down jacket when you come to the hillside. I don't know why it's so cold in the summer. Do they think too highly of themselves? Although I am a snow leopard, I can't send him to such a ghost place. This is a deadly place. They also wear down jackets, but what does he wear? There is nothing left except the fur he carries. Just when Ling Chong was thinking this, the car bumped again. Zero Chong can be 100% sure that this road is definitely a dirt road, and the degree of shaking is simply incredible. I don't know why you would choose such a path. Isn't there an asphalt road next to it? Why suddenly change the road? This must be something wrong with my brain. Bang! Bang! The iron cage kept swaying from side to side and up and down. As a snow leopard, Ling Chong felt for the first time what it feels like for animals to get motion sickness. He was really grateful to the other party for letting him feel the feeling of motion sickness in his lifetime.